I'm always good with a couple. I like dark comedy and locker room jokes and all of that stuff. But I find myself watching this clip yesterday, and I'm like, damn, I felt like out of place. Like, hold up. I'm like, bro, Cam. Now, first of all, I'll say about this, and I said this last week. I think Cam's attitude sometimes and his antics can hold the growth of the show, as far as him and Mace. And I was like saying that to myself last week. And then I'm thinking, yo, Cam is like almost like Rick Ross. He's always in character, right? Now, I'm not saying he's as fraudulent like Rick Ross could be, but he's in character. When you see Cam come out the house, he's in character. He's Cameron. He's not Cameron Gills. He don't really show his personal side like that. People say, well, that's just him. Hey, if you think he conducts himself like that 24 hours behind doors in business meetings and stuff, go ahead. I doubt it. There's got to be some level of decorum, but he's always in character. And I remember he did that interview with 60 Minutes years ago, and he almost slipped. And they asked him, if you had a serial killer next door, would you call the local authorities? And he almost called himself and was like, yeah, but then he said, nah, I'd probably move. Remember that? So he's always in character. And I'm watching this thing with this girl, Abby Phillip. Now, I would think that if I'm judging a book by its cover, that she just happens to know Cam because she looks like a black young woman who's probably like 40, I would guess. You assume she just knows him and she knows who she's dealing with. But look, she's doing her job. And they're up here. They only brought him up there because they're trying to see if some people in hip-hop who have some type of elite status will denounce Diddy with this whole thing going on with the videotape. So they got him up there. It's a chance for him to plug his show at Mace. And before he even could do that, he's up there. Roll this real quick.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? I mean, is there something known in the industry about how Diddy treated his artists?
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint. I was going off what Mace said. Mace took me to Biggie. I don't really know Puffers like Mace know Puff. So I appreciate what Mace said, and of course, that's my brother, so if he felt that way, then he felt that way. I can't really tell you how Puff moves or anything like that. Mace may know better than me because he was signed to Puff, I wasn't. But my show does come on at 8 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. It's called It Is What It Is. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. And I might get some more information out of Mace from there, but for me to tell you how Puff acting all that, I don't know. I never was signed to him.
Yeah. What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out that Diddy couldn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him. Do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy doing all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint that I was invited me to. Yo, who booked me for this joint?
All right.
I'll be sitting around watching Diddy and all that. Yeah,
Thanks.
Come on, man.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for watching Newsnight. Laura Coates Live starts right now.
So as you see, before he could even plug the Mace podcast, It Is What It Is with him, he's chugging his horsepower. That's horsepower that he was drinking. That wasn't an alcoholic beverage. That is his male enhancement supplement that he got, that he's talking about. He's saying he's gonna get some cheeks. This is what I'm saying, bro. This is the type of silliness that is funny when you amongst your boys. This is funny on the block. This is funny in the locker room, at work. There's a time and place for that, bro. And this man's like 45. Like, this ain't you don't have to be in character all the time. He was in character. I mean, first of all, you're doing the interviews, grown man. You're doing an interview with shades on. Show some respect to whoever you're doing the interview with. You know what I mean? Now, let's go back in time, because this is how you show there's been no growth with Cam personality-wise. There's no growth. This is 20 years ago, he did the interview with him and Dame and Bill O'Reilly, which was funny. Look, I was like 13 when that came out. I thought it was hilarious. Nobody likes Bill O'Reilly. Okay, give you that. I mean, that was the you mad thing. You're still in character. Plug in your enhancement for free on CNN. It was like the Dame Dash, Dave Chappelle skit all over again. Rocket Pads and all of that. Like, come on, bro. It's a time and place, and then you wonder why some of his peers have surpassed him as moguls, the Jays, the 50s, and all of that, because they know how to conduct themselves, man. You ain't got to act like that and be in rap mode 24/7, bro. You almost 50 years old. If you still feel like you got to impress hip hop, and hip hop fans, like that stuff, that these are killer season type jokes. Remember the movie Killer Season? Like, this is like, where's the growth, man? Where is it? This is crazy. And the day they open up the show, they got the receptionist twerking on the desk. Like, it's gotten real silly, man. But this ain't going nowhere. Y'all know that. So don't even be surprised. But yeah, poor Abby Phillip, man. That girl, she didn't know what she was getting herself into, I guess. They should have knew better though. Not trying to not hold him accountable, but that was kind of like, come on, dog, grow up. You know what I mean? Like, at some point, you gotta have some growth, man. He's the same person he was. And some people are like, man, that's what's up. He never changed. Yeah, but come on, man. Certain stuff you just outgrow, you think, and it just hasn't happened. Cam is still trying to impress his boys, and I mean, I just don't see how far that really takes you in the grand scheme. But go ahead, you want to chug pink horsepower and plug that for free. He plugged that before, like I said, before he even mentioned the show. She mentioned it and she brought him on. Like I said, it was only on there for about 3 minutes. It was a short interview. It could have probably been longer had he maximized it, but he didn't even want to talk about nothing. There goes the whole, I had nothing to do with that. I don't, I'm not snitching. So I'm like, okay, you already knew you wasn't going to go up there and say nothing. What was the point? You know what I mean? You could have turned that 3-minute interview into like a 10-minute thing. Just, not even just dropping dimes, but just being active and being like, act like you want to be there. Like, you didn't even act like you wanted to be there. Like I said, you sitting there posted up with shades on and just like, shorty just trying to pull teeth, trying to get everything out of him. And he's just like, yeah, I ain't really run with him like that. That was Mace, boy. And I'm like, yo, so why didn't Mace come up there? I guess, I don't know, does Mace have an NDA or something signed with Puff? He can't come up there, but that's what they should have brought on there. But they got Cam nonetheless. But man, maybe Mace needs to do all PR for them at this point. Let Mace do all the talking and go from there. But let me know what y'all think. Was it funny, or is some of us just overreacting, thinking that Cam need to grow up? In the comments, let me know.